Hello, Sergio. How are you doing today?
Good, Doug. How are you?
I'm all right. These are rather odd and unprecedented times. Can you sort of walk us through your feelings and how you're trying to put a team together with so many guys not playing?
Well, as always, this is not only my job. I mean, everybody, the whole organization, the medical staff did an unbelievable job in these days, working literally day and night, and the coaches work hard. Um, they are in their places. Everybody did his job. Everybody did his own part of the game preparation. So I think given the circumstances, we are pretty ready. We had a pretty good practice. We players came in with good energy. Everybody contributed. Everybody was focused. Of course, we are a little bit short-handed, but we feel we can. We desire to go tomorrow on the floor and compete.
Given that this is the first time something of this magnitude has hit this team this year, how were the spirits? Like, how were guys? Were they worried about each other, about getting close to each other? Like, how was the feeling on the court?
Yeah, I mean, before practice, of course, we were always uh, uh, wondering how our bodies were doing, right, back home, and everybody is in touch with almost everybody. So we knew that they are doing pretty well, and that we at this point the ones who are left gotta focus on the basketball tasks and let everything will happen out of our gym, at least for those hour and a half, and tomorrow those 3 hours, and even work harder to try to do our best effort, even for the guys who will not be able to be with us tomorrow.
Great. Thanks very much, Sergio. I really appreciate it as always.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Doug. We'll go to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hi, Sergio.
Hey,
What are you going to do at point guard? I mean, I presume you can't play Kyle 48 minutes, but you're obviously down uh, Fred and Malachi. So how do you see you managing those minutes without Kyle?
Well, we have basically DeAndre Bembry, who has been playing really well at the point for us this year already, and then Jalen Harris came back from the G League bubble, and he's going to be ready if we'll need him. And then in our system, we have many players who can handle the ball, bring it up, push it in transition. Our basketball is a pretty high tempo basketball. Um, I mean, we have many players who can really bring it up and push it and get into our structure without really always needing, say, a designated point guard.
Thanks, Sergio.
Hmm.
Thanks, Michael. Next question will go to Mike Ganser from the Toronto Sun.
Hey, Sergio, how are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. How about you?
Good. I'm doing well, thanks. Obviously, when something like this happens, it's an opportunity for those who are still around and able to play. I'm just wondering, is there an individual on the team that you think can really use this opportunity and or maybe an individual that you can get a better look at that you normally wouldn't, that you're looking forward to?
Well, it's a little hard to say, right? This kind of things are hard to get planned.
Yeah.
I had pretty good feelings from basically all of our players in practice. I mean, everybody is ready to play. The two G League guys literally jump in 1 minute before the practice started, and they did a good job as well. So I think everybody is ready to play. Of course, we can't. It's hard to play 12 players, right? So we will figure it out. But I feel that I can count on any of those guys with confidence. I have really full confidence on them, and this is what we spoke in this hours in this couple of days with Coach Nerd, with the other coaches. So as you said, it's going to be an opportunity. So we'll offer them the opportunity to to show their improvement, their um, capacity to adjust to an emergency situation. So let's see who's gonna seize the opportunity.
Got it. And have you settled on a starting five, or are you willing to talk about a starting five at this point?
But we have thoughts. I mean, with this basically every second hour changing situation is better to
Yeah.
wait until the very last moment. Of course, we have ideas. We have, two or three ideas, but it's better to wait for tomorrow. Everybody, be safe, be healthy, and when it's going to be the time, we will make a decision. But again, um, we have already a couple of options in front of us. We'll pick up one tomorrow before the game.
All right. Thanks, Sergio.
You're
Stay
welcome.
safe.
Thanks, Michael. We'll go to Stephen Lung from Sportsnet.
Hey, Sergio. Thanks for doing this.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering, like through your long coaching career, have you ever had to deal with a situation when you're kind of this shorthanded? And if so, like what can you kind of take from that experience and apply it to here?
Well, yeah, I had a lot. I mean, you can imagine so many years coaching. You can you've been through any kind of situation. Sometimes you had even 7 players, but probably there were different times, and 48 minutes are not 40. So we need everybody to be ready to give their contribution. My experience is good in this kind of situation. Normally, people understand, professional people, serious people, committed people understand that team can't afford anybody to take a day off or to be not really 100% focused on the task on the floor and ready to give a contribution, help the teammates, give their best. So normally in this kind of situation, good players and good person, and I feel that you have a lot of good players and good person, basically all of them in our team normally react in the right way.
So you feel like the personnel that is there on the team, they have the right kind of mindset and professionalism to kind of navigate through however long this spell is going to be there.
Yeah, this is the feeling I had tonight. Practice, of course, you always need leaders and good leaders and good followers. Not everybody can be a leader, and you also need people who follow the example of the more most veteran guys, the guys who have been through this kind of situation many other times, and I expect them to really be the leader. It doesn't mean that they had to score 40 points each. I mean, they had just to play hard, to make the right decisions, to keep a high spirit in the team, and I'm sure that the other guys who have good habits will follow them.
Great. Thanks a lot, Sergio.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Stephen. We'll go to Moses from Global News.
Hi, Sergio.
Hi,
I wanted to talk to you just in regards to some of the questions you've answered previously, and following that up, this is an opportunity for some of those players to really shine, take this, take the ball and run with it, so to speak. Did you feel that sense with the players, talking to them, seeing them practice a little bit, just knowing that, these are guys that are wanting to have that opportunity to shine and perhaps maybe earn more minutes, earn more trust from the coaching staff?
Oh, I think everybody is ready. I mean, I of course, you have the feeling that people who are not always into the rotation, had that kind of good vibe that they will definitely be into the rotation. Having that attitude on bringing in a desire to do things, a desire to be vocal on the floor. But at the same time, this is not like any game. It's not a game where people gotta show that they are individually able to score or to be the hero of the game. We don't need that. I mean, we have a strong system. Coach nurse system is a collective system where people are able to shine, but at the same time, we need to share the ball. We need to play for each other. We need to do those little things which, at the end of the day, make the team win. So it's not a matter or feeling an individual desire to do anything, crazy special, but just to bring a higher level of energy and be more concentrated, more focused, more committed into the team task of winning the game. That's it.
I guess perhaps just the last follow-up question for me would be, I guess perhaps it's just a matter of letting your players know to keep it simple as they go out and just play amongst themselves. Is that the message you're telling your players going into tomorrow?
Yeah, you're right. We try to have a pretty simple game plan for tomorrow from a coach's standpoint too. We understand that there are kind of a little special circumstances. So we want to make sure they understand the main concepts of our game plan. Then our system is not basically changing. There are just little adjustment according with who the next opponent is, but we have a way to play. We have a way to play defense. We have a way to play offense. We will make sure that before the game that we have clear which are their strength points and weak points, and try to do a good job. And then, but mostly we have to take care of ourselves and think about ourselves, trying to present the best version of the best Raptors basketball. That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Next question goes to Vivek Jacob from CBC Sports.
Sergio, you've been talking about leadership, and I'm just curious, over this difficult time, what have you seen from Kyle Lowry in terms of setting that expectation that no matter who's out, there's still a standard and a professionalism that's expected?
Kyle has been great. I mean, even tonight, it was excellent, leading by voice, leading by example. I mean, he, of course, is the most veteran player. He's a franchise player. We know him. I personally admire during this 3 years his commitment, his competitiveness, and this is what he tried to do. I mean, make everybody understand that whatever the circumstance is, we had to go on the floor and compete and try to get the boat into the harbor. We got a little damage, but we had to try to stay floating and bring it to the harbor, and then we'll have a few days to repair it and to start over after the break with renewed energies and again trying to continue what we have been doing the last weeks. I mean, it was a pleasure to see after our 2-8 start, looking at what we have done from then on. So we have the responsibility, right, towards ourselves to continue and to be consistent with that improvement.
Fred and Pascal out, have you maybe seen Norman Powell step in and try to take a bigger leadership role these last few days?
Well, I think Norm has been doing that in the last weeks. So I don't think it's nothing more than I don't think we need much more than what he did. He has been playing great in the last week, so for sure he will be ready to play. His hip problem got way better, not 100% yet, but is going to be ready to go tomorrow.
I guess I meant more verbally and like off the court type of thing.
I mean, it's about, he was talking with young players. He was chatting with at the end of the practice with a couple of them, was clarifying a couple of concepts, a couple of mistakes they did during a rotation or a set play. So you're right, he was there. He was there with the vocal leadership as well.
Thank you, Sergio.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Got a couple more for you, Coach. We're going to start with Nikki Reyes from TSN Radio.
Hi, Sergio.
Hi, Nikki.
I'm wondering what your communication with Nick Nurse and the rest of the coaching staff has been like, and how you guys have been collaborating, and how have you relayed that message to the team?
Well, I call it the communication has been basically 24 hours. So we've been, changing ideas and chatting, and then we had a couple of Zoom calls. We were, going back and forth with option we had, with our ideas. Everybody did his job as always. I mean, the game preparation really didn't change, beside the fact that we were not, physically together, but we have been together as always throughout the whole day during the last 3 days. So as always, this is a teamwork. I mean, we know that everybody has a role. Then maybe we got to be ready to change the role if team needs it. But at the same time, we got to make sure that we all understand that this is Coach Nurse team, that Adrian Griffin is the lead assistant, and everybody has his own role, and we are proud and happy about that.
So is Nurse on the sideline on a computer watching through Zoom as you guys walk through practices or do any of your work?
Well, I don't know if our IT guys, we agreed on talk after practice, so we had a Zoom call right before the practice would start. So, but is at the same time, Nick's philosophy is to delegate a lot to his assistant coaches. So we've always been like this during the last 3 years. So he's of course setting the pattern and the main lines, but then giving a lot of freedom to his coaches to do their job. He trusts them, show confidence in them. So that's good, because that way of behaving has been really useful to me in these circumstances, in these few days.
Awesome. Thanks, Sergio.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, Nikki. We'll wrap up with JC Rivas from Agencia F.
Hola, Sergio, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, Julio. ¿Puede levantar la voz, por favor?
Sí, perdona. ¿Me escuchas mejor ahora?
Sí, gracias.
Como decías antes, has vivido muchas cosas en tu experiencia, algo similar, pero nada igual a esto, por supuesto. ¿Qué es lo que dice el manual de Scariolo para enfrentarse a estas situaciones?
Bueno, tengo la suerte de no estar en un protocolo de como se quiera llamar, y así que tengo más libertad de movimiento, puedo estar en la cancha, puedo conectar con todo el mundo y tengo que ponerlo al servicio del equipo. Yo soy un jugador de equipo. Evidentemente, en un momento determinado tengo que asumir un rol diferente. Lo he hecho, no es nada nuevo respecto a lo que he hecho durante muchos años, pero desde luego las circunstancias y el lugar son diferentes, pero intento mantener alta mi concentración, intento mantener muy intensa la comunicación con el resto del mundo, intento ser un poco el anillo de conjunción entre el coaching staff y el equipo, y intento tomar las decisiones que me toca tomar con sentido común y con estudio, ¿no? de las cosas y poco más.
Y en esta montaña rusa que está siendo esta temporada, ¿hay algo que estés disfrutando? ¿Estás disfrutando algo en estos momentos?
Bueno, honestamente, como decía antes, tengo la sensación que nuestro barco ha sido un poco tocado, hemos dado un escollo, pero no está para nada hundido y tenemos un puerto muy claro. Vemos ya donde casi estamos viendo el faro ahí, como si fuera el faro de la Mola llegando a Formentera. Ojalá este verano lo pueda ver. Y eso, y tenemos que hacer un esfuerzo en estos días que nos quedan para llegar ahí. Es decir, que evidentemente las circunstancias no son ideales. Yo creo que lo que todo el mundo tiene que hacer es hacer lo máximo de sus posibilidades ahora, cada uno en su parcela, cada uno en lo que le toca, y llegar a este break con el mínimo de daño posible para luego, pues eso, recuperar y volver a despegar las velas cuando volvamos a competir.
Gracias.
Nada.
Thank you.